Hello and welcome to Christmas Eve
It's Christmas Eve.
on PopCulture Reacts. And we are back with more festiveness. Um,
Chris, before
yes,
we do Festivus, what do you eat on Christmas Eve? We all know what everyone eats on Christmas Day, but what do you do on Christmas Eve? Or do you partake in the getting absolutely battered on Christmas Eve and not eating anything?
I consume Jack Daniels, Jack Daniels, and Jack Daniels.
Well, I've certainly had my time. Christmas Eve used to be a night out for me. I used to subscribe to that kind of idea of going pop out for a couple Christmas
Yeah,
Eve and then be staggering home looking up for Santa,
yeah,
or more looking up because I'm trying not to vomit on myself. But
yes,
it's been quite a few years since I've bothered to do that because it's just cold outside. And the truth of it is normally I go to families now, and because I don't live round that way, I'd be sitting in my pub on my own on Christmas Eve, just getting bladdered, which feels a little bit sad. But now, like I am at home, it's all about picky food for me. Give me my breadsticks, give me me pickled onions, give me all of that kind of food that you just lay out and eat a plate full of it, and then go, I'm full, and then 3.5 minutes later,
you have
back for
another
another
plate full.
plate full of it. Yeah,
Yeah, no, because I of pub working days. Um, see, New Year's Eve is work.
yeah.
So
New
all
Year's
of
Eve
us,
sucks.
so all of us that weren't working or weren't working Christmas Eve, that was our quote unquote New Year's Eve drinking style sessions, and yeah, we'd meet up at about 3, 4 in the afternoon and stumble home at 3, 4 in the morning, normally with a kebab or a pizza because they're always still open even on Christmas Eve until
Well, that was
6 o'clock in the morning.
quite a surprise to me the first time I think I did a night out on Christmas Eve, which again is going back quite a few years. But I used to think that no one worked on Christmas Day. Certainly, I didn't think people worked, even though I was in pubs that were open. I still didn't twig it, but yeah, seeing a takeaway selling a kebab on Christmas Day just felt wrong. It wasn't turkey kebab either. But yeah, I'd always lie to myself and say I'm only going out for a few. I'll get back about 9 o'clock because like then I can have a reasonably early night and sleep it off so I don't spoil Christmas Day. And then, yeah, it would be half 2, 3 o'clock in the morning walking back.
So if I'm not hanging out of my arse and using the Christmas dinner to sober me up, I've done it wrong. That was what it used to always be, from like 18 through to like 27, 28 when I had the boy. So yeah, a good decade of Christmas Eve being getting fucked up.
Well, I said, I love Christmas, and we do a show, and we're just about to do one about music. But do you know one of the things I really didn't like about going out on Christmas Eve that started to put me off it was the bloody Christmas music. Because you'd heard it all the way through, but if you were out in a pub or like kind of one of the more generic places or club, if that's your thing, it would just be all of the really big Christmas songs. And by that point, I'm just like, no, piss off. I'll listen to them Christmas Day or I'll hear them when I'm in shops, but I don't want that tonight. Give me a different atmosphere. And that's what we've tried to do this week. We've tried to give you a plethora of songs that are alternative to what you potentially would normally hear at Christmas.
Yes, I just clearly went to the right places because they were still playing metal.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Everywhere was just ramming Last Christmas down my throat.
Yeah, not where I went drinking, but you know. So today's alternative Christmas wonder is something I have never heard of, but I'm intrigued by the title. It is Holly Golightly and the Christmas Tree on Fire.
And to slightly spoil the idea that we record all these on the day, which the fact that we never change clothes should give that away, and the fact that I often have to say it on comments where someone goes, "Well, don't do that for your next video," and I go, "Too late. We've recorded 78." I only found this today on a day of recording. I was doing some editing this afternoon while you scribbled away at work like Bob Cratchit, and I sat out here doing the good life. But I put some Christmas music on in the background and went for anything that wasn't songs I'd heard before. And then this one come on, and I just enjoyed it. I just thought it was a nice song. So I thought, well, so I take back the nice song. It was a song I enjoyed, So I thought, oh, do you know what? I'd never heard it until today. I'm guessing you hadn't, and it might be a little new Christmas song for people who've never heard it before on this our Christmas Eve.
Yes. So shall we set the tree on fire?
And you will notice, because I'll put something Christmassy here as the video, but there is no video for this, so God knows what I'll put up there. It's Christmassy, but something.
I
Right.
want to see a tree on fire.
But that's against everything I hold dear, isn't it? But right, let's do this.
Let's go.
The Christmas tree's on fire, it's burning down the house. Flames are getting higher and I'm trying to put it out. I'm beating it back with a tube sock and a cushion off the couch. The Christmas tree's on fire and it's burning down the house. Valentine's Day, my boyfriend's out of town, but he told me before he went last month, he said make sure you take it down. He even called last week and I told him I took it out. Now the Christmas tree's on fire and it's burning down the house. Yeah, the Christmas tree's on fire, it's burning down the house. Flames are getting higher and I'm trying to put it out. I'm beating it back with a tube sock and a cushion off the couch. The Christmas tree's on fire and it's burning down the house. The thing it ain't been watered since I put it in the stand, and I used a fire-alarm battery for the flashlight in my van. Now the flames they're all around me, and it's bound to take my life, which might be a whole lot better than having to face my guy. Oh my, the Christmas tree's on fire, it's burning down the house. Flames are getting higher, and I'm trying to put it out. I'm beating it back with a tube sock and a cushion off the couch. The Christmas tree's on fire and it's burning down the house. Well, we put it up for Jesus. It stood so tall and true. Now it's burning all to hell, and it's taken me with it too.
Never let it be said that here on Pop Culture Reacts, we're not educational as well as fun. Lessons to you all there: be careful with your Christmas trees.
Exactly. I wasn't expecting a little country ditty.
Well, and as I say, it come on, and I thought to myself, I don't think we've ever done anything country on here.
No.
And
we've
possibly
not-
for a reason, because it's a genre that I don't know a lot about, and I'm guessing it's not kind of really up your alley. But
You'd be surprised.
this feels like the sort of country I would like. That kind of more tales of woe,
Yeah.
but with a kind of. I mean, I really like the music.
Tongue
to
in
this.
cheek.
Like the music kind of goes. It never strays away from country twangs, but also does feel kind of festive. Ding 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 ding. You know, I like that.
Yeah, it said I do have a mild penchant for some country.
Well,
Um,
bring some next year. I need to
might.
learn about country.
But yeah, it's one of those of with country, you either get the stuff that I like, which is a limited sort of thing of country, and then there's the generic sort of Dolly Parton and things of that. Musically, it sits more in those realms with that, but lyrically has that
Yeah.
sort of tongue in cheek, slightly murder ballady
Yes.
sort of vibe going on, and yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that kind of
Um,
hard luck story, but that hard
yeah.
luck story based around your Christmas tree. And yeah, I think musically, certainly it's musically old school country, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm gonna say fun. I mean, she dies at the end, but that's I could see myself having this on the Christmas rotation. It will be on my Christmas playlist for Christmas Day, and my mum will
Yes.
probably look at me very oddly again.
Wouldn't be the first time that you get that look from your mother.
Yeah, I mean, like, I keep saying like my mum because normally we have dinner at my mum's, but we're actually going to the in-laws. But my mum's coming, so I'm hoping to make more people look at me with that disappointing look this year than I usually get.
So, as always, like, subscribe, ring the bell.
Give us some country suggestions down there.
Yes. So we can bring Seddon into the world of rednecks, country,
Yeah.
and western, because you know there are two types of music: country.
Oh yeah, sorry, I
and
was
western.
yeah. Forgot I was just saying country, but yes, country and western.
And hopefully you wake up tomorrow morning with all the things that you've requested on your
That's
list
if you've
from
been
Santa.
nice. Then there's still time. If you've been naughty this year, there's still time to be nice to someone, anyone.
But there's also the same. You can go on that naughty list. We've
Yeah.
seen what happens when Run DMC's elves get at that bop it that is the naughty and nice buttons.
In fact, a nice thing to do would be to subscribe, comment, and share. Share us with other people.
Exactly.
God, that sounds like I'm pimping us out, but yeah, share us with other people.
So, until tomorrow,
Oh, and I'll be all excitable.
he'll be like a giant child.
I will be. I might even wear my pajamas. I'm not going to, by the way. That's not a promise. I'm not wearing pajamas. I know Nini, for one.
Well, I won't be wearing pajamas. I've got to go to work on Christmas Day.
Boo, working
I
on
know.
Christmas Day.
But until tomorrow and Festivus Day, goodbye.